What up, guys? Miller's Brownie Chronicles. Getting right into a movie section. I went and saw Ready or Not 2. Here I come. Yeah, just as gruesome as the last one. Blood and gore and which way would you like to die? A sword through the throat. Getting washed in a industrial washing machine. How about spontaneous combustion? How do you feel? How do you feel? Take your pick. Okay. Bam. Samara Weaving with her beautiful self. Another copy of the Margot Robbie, Jamie Presley fucking ilk. Catherine Newton as her sister. Sean Hatosi scares me a lot as Titus. Sarah Michelle Gellar as Ursula. Elijah Wood as the lawyer. Kevin Durant as a random guy at the beginning who tries to be too greedy. It really follows right after the first Ready or Not that came out in 2019. So the way they scripted it, I'm really more questioning if they filmed this a lot sooner or what, because I actually remember Catherine Newton having a little window of movies a few years ago. So I'm curious, but didn't really search into that. But same kind of premise. After she essentially, Grace, our main character, gets away from the Ladomis family, they basically find her again. A bunch of other families who are also in power around the world, who also make a lot of things happen as they choose, own things as they choose. And so essentially she gets captured with her sister and now is forced to play the game again. Double or nothing, like Elijah Wood, who plays the lawyer, tells her basically. He's the lawyer slash rule book keeper slash, I don't even know, box scorer, whatever, tells her that it's double or nothing because she triggered a once in a blue moon clause in their book, if you would, to kind of reset the whole totem of power. Because she was able to defeat the Ladomas family, defeat as in not die before dawn, anybody now has the chance to usurp the main power holder of the world. One ring, one title, you have more power than everybody else, and essentially you have to hunt down Grace and her sister Faith in this movie to take that power. And if you don't do it before 6 a.m. or before dawn, 6 a.m. usually, Labile will come back and do what he did in the first movie when you didn't do what he needed you to do. Spontaneous combustion. You're fucked up. I don't think the movie was bad by any means. I don't know what I expected. I thought the first one was honestly kind of average. I wasn't really that interested in the first one. More kind of got frustrated watching the first one too, because I felt like she put herself in horrible situations over and over. But you don't really blame her. She thought she was getting married to a stand-up guy. He wanted to kill you with his family. So sorry about that. This one, it still had not even twists and turns, just kind of unexpected moments, things you didn't see coming. I mean, really, at one point her heart stops. At one point, you think that her sister is dead to rights. I would say Sean Hatosi's character Titus is probably the one that I was looking forward to dying the most, because fuck him. I'm such a man of just do not put your hands on women, please. Do not physically alter a woman's body, face, anything, you piece of shit. Don't put your hands on a woman. And this is one of those, I gotta like close my eyes for a second and like remember it's a movie, because the way he was whooping Grace's sister Faith, whooping her ass, guys, fuck me, man. Like, that was a cool like 10 minutes. I really didn't feel like watching the movie anymore. I really got a little like stomach turned, like, god damn, dude, what are you proving? Like, fuck, just kill her at this point. Why are you beating her into straight up like oblivion? I don't know what you got out of that. It's like he needed to take out his anger at his sister Ursula on somebody, so he decided to use it on Faith. Like, goddamn, brother, he was going off and he was about to kill her, but kicking her in the stomach and choking her out and all the what the fuck, dude, headbutting her. You're a very rageful man. Fuck you. Okay, fuck you double. Okay. The biggest premise in this one was that the other royal families, if you would, royal families, major important families in the world, are going to convene together, and essentially it's going to be a totem pole kind of chasing Grace and her sister Faith. Now it's going to be the top of the totem pole. So parents, usually mom, dad, older brother, older sister, and then if they were to die trying to capture Grace and Faith, then the next one in line, whether it be little brother, whether it be wife, or oldest daughter or oldest son, they're now added to the game and they are a part of the conversation. It doesn't say they don't have to, they can choose to not play, but it says you are now a part of the game and you must be okay with being a part of the hunt, even if you don't hunt, kind of shit. So, I like the premise. I thought it wasn't too complicated. I thought it wasn't making you overthink. You more find yourself getting frustrated that in a movie where you're running for your life and you're terrified, you stay in the same area, the same front yard, backyard, house, and you're able to evade all of the people trying to kill you while also dealing with a conflict with your sister that dates back to you guys being teenagers and you choosing to live on your own and make a life for yourself even though it didn't work out, and she also made a life for herself but it didn't work out. And so we have at least 4 different points in this fucking movie where two sisters get into arguments, full-fledged argument. You weren't there. I wish I wouldn't have came and saw you. I wish you wouldn't have came because all you're doing is getting in the way and making stupid decisions. Like, constant bickering, constant fighting. But I will say, if we're being honest, that's beautiful, because the one thing I don't see in a lot of women's that I love's lives is that exact thing. We got to own it up. We got to be frustrated. We got to deal with it. I would just say, in that moment though, a little too much. Like, I felt like we had a breakthrough at some point in the movie, and then there was another point where it kind of went sideways, and I was like, didn't we just get to a good point where you guys were actually like okay with each other? You had closure, you loved each other, and yet somehow I sat there asking myself, nothing changed? Question mark? Because I mean, you don't blame Grace. In this moment, she gets stabbed with a fucking, what is it, a goddamn meat steak? I don't even know, through her whole shoulder. So yeah, feeling pain and being frustrated, all those things mixed together really well. Not surprising at all. It turns into more of a survival of the fittest, people dying left and right like they did in Ready or Not, the original one in 2019. I would just say it was a fun chase. It was a fun watch. More just not surprised how it ended. I actually guessed how the movie was going to end at the very beginning, if I'm being real. I really said to myself, there's going to be some way for her to take the highest seat of power. She's going to find some way to usurp somebody or take the power because she can. Well, after we watched Titus, Sean Hatosi's fucking character, snap his sister's neck, we watched them go to the altar, because flash a little rewind, in the same scene that Grace's sister Faith is getting her shit rocked, getting kicked in the face, kicked in the chest, head butted, choked out, punched, all these things. In the same moment that's happening, Grace is defending herself from a woman who believes that her ex-husband, or I guess former husband, Alex, was a good man, and blah, blah, blah. They have their fights, all these things happen, and then Grace kind of gets pinned into a corner when she realizes that they have Faith in lock and key. So in order to get out of that bind, she essentially says, I'll marry you, because if I marry you, it'll stop this. You get the seat, I get to stay alive. And she learned that from an Asian woman at the beginning of the movie. Another one of the families, not even beginning of the movie, like an hour into the movie, who also ends up meeting her horrible end. But in the same moment as she decides to be married and he agrees with Labile, like nothing, I will not bring any harm to Grace and her sister. In the same moment as that happening, I said, you know what he did to your sister though. You know how terrified she looks. You better make him fucking pay for it. And make him pay for it, she fucking did. Rock that man's world. Fuck him, okay? He deserved every moment of getting shanked in his fucking neck. Pussy. Don't put your fucking hands on women. Yeah, and I would say the one thing that I laughed about the most was that at the end she had the chance to have all the power in the world, to literally control everything she wanted, and in the same moment of doing that, she basically decided to give all the power away and free herself from this shitty ass situation, which you don't blame her at all. But if the power that she was given is what I think it was at the beginning of the movie, the flex that the man who had the ring to begin was him watching the news and it said crisis, no end in sight, blah blah blah, no ceasefire in sight, and he literally makes a call and says, sign the ceasefire. And right in the same moment, breaking news, ceasefire reached. Let's just say for fun times, I like that power and I want a little control. I might say, okay, no one can kill me ever again. I'm going to take all this power and I'm going to use it wisely. But fuck y'all. I'm going to do whatever I want. Okay? Just kindly, she gave it all up. I may not give it all up. I may have considered keeping that for myself and being a little OP. Darkness, killing people, sacrificing ghosts and shit. Hell, Satan, yes, a lot. Same time, power, influence, and whatever you want, kind of hard sell. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do it, but I would at the same time. Such a hard thought. But again, it was not a bad watch. Ready or Not, Here I Come. I give it a 7 out of 10. I think I enjoyed it enough to go watch it again, to actually talk about it again, to see it with somebody else if they wanted to go see it, because it was fun enough. It was better than the first one to me. I really do think they went way more clever with the stakes and the rules, and I did appreciate that a lot. So worth the watch for me. Give it a chance if you guys want to. Go see it. Tell me what you think and keep it going. So, alright guys, this has been Midwest Brownway Chronicles. I am your Midwest Brownway Jalen Brownford. Thank you for watching any of my movies. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good week. Peace and love always.